dream, Padma Shree. But is there a music lover? Ruskin Bond, a music lover.
Ruskin Bond really wanted to be an opera singer when he was a boy, but he sang so badly that his choir teacher at school told him, put him in the choir because he looked nice in a cassock and surplice. But she said, Bond, open your mouth with the others, but don't let any sound issue forth. So whenever I do burst into songs, sort of people run for shelter, cars break down, birds fall silent, cows dash across the road, get up where they've never got up in a hurry before. So I'm afraid my singing voice, if I broke into song now, your radio station would close down.
Are there any particular musicians probably that you say you don't sing, but that you probably like listening to?
Yeah, I like sort of ballad singers. I like listening to folk music, even to all kinds of music really. I used to go to musicals as a young man in London. I went to all the big musical shows. At that time, the famous one, South Pacific, Guys and Dolls, others too, and films I used to see all films. Fred Astaire, Jane Kelly, Nelson Eddy, singers. But now they don't make musicals anymore. Very few anyway.
Your novel, The Blue Umbrella, of course, it went on to become a national award-winning film. Even Susanna Seven Lovers, that became Saatun Ma. Is there any other work of yours that you think you'd like to see turned into a movie?
I've never sort of written with a film in mind. You know, it's just that somebody came along and said, we like your story and can we make it to a film? Which is what happened with these two, and earlier on with Flight of Pigeons, it became Junoon, that is Sham Benigal, the director. So just been three, and also a TV serial. So I'm quite happy to have things filmed, provided I don't have to work too hard in the process. Let somebody else do the adaptation.
Now, your childhood, or being a child in general, is a big theme in most of your stories. But besides that, besides your own childhood, what inspires you? I mean, with the books that you come out with the work you come out with.
Yeah, well, my own childhood plays a big part because since I did have quite a, I'd say, not a traumatic childhood, but at times a difficult one and a lonely one, so that gave me an understanding or sympathy for children who might be having a tough time, and so I've been able to write about problems and the business of growing up, perhaps with a certain insight or sympathy, and it has helped in my writing as a whole.
Now, speaking about insight, a lot of schools are opening up now, a lot of colleges.
Oh, yeah.
So to all these kids who probably look up to your novels and poems, what kind of advice would you give them about going back to school and starting a new year?
Yes, well, kids nowadays seem to have to work much harder than we did when I was in school. In fact, I never worked very hard at all in school. I once submitted an exam paper on which I wrote, "Exams are rubbish." Of course, I got a zero for that, but I was a bit rebellious. But so I would say to kids, don't be too rebellious. We all have to get through school, and nowadays it's such a competitive world. One has to get some sort of degree or qualification under one's belt. So school life was necessary. The best year of my life was the one year I didn't have to go to school.
What was that?
Oh, it was just that my father had joined the Air Force during World War II, and he had to keep me with him because there was at that time nobody else to look after me. And so I went a great year with my father, going to the pictures, reading books, buying gramophone records, eating ice creams, doing all the things that boys ought to do.
Now, I want to try a little exercise. If you're up to it, then we'll try it.
What do you mean? I've got to get up and...
You don't have to get up. We come from an English station. We play only English music, no other language. So a lot of the lyrics you hear nowadays are kind of dicey. People don't understand them. People don't relate to them.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll give you the title of a song. I want you to come up with maybe half a sentence or a line. What comes to your mind when you think of these lyrics? I mean, when you think of the song. When I mention the song title.
All right. Okay.
First one. We'll try this exercise. If it works, we'll try it. Poker face.
Sorry, what's it called?
Poker face, like the
poker face.
Yeah.
Poker face. Poker face. I'm reminded of one of my uncles when I was a boy, who had a poker face, and he'd crack jokes without actually any expression. We'd all break down laughing, but he never sort of smiled or broke into laughter. But I'm giving you the literal meaning. You want me to think of some other aspect?
Whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah, that's what came to my mind at that moment.
Sweet child of mine.
Sweet child of mine. Yes, there's one of my grandchildren, and I often address her almost in those words. Sweet little girl, come here. Sweetie.
Sweet. Material girl.
Material girl. It reminds me of a girlfriend I had 30 or 40 years back. Who always wanted presents and gifts. And
it still hasn't changed.
What have you brought for me today?
Call me maybe.
Call me maybe. I mean, if you want to take me out for dinner, I'll think about it.
I know you want me.
I certainly do. Very badly.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for your valuable time, because I know you're a busy man, and I know so many people are waiting for
I'm only busy when my publishers take me out on these trips. Otherwise, I'm the laziest person you can imagine. Sleep half the day.
I don't believe that, but I'll take your word for it. Thank you again.
Thanks.